Hey Julie, my name is Roger, and I'm working with Ben and the Dog Scene team. We're trying to get as much growth as possible, trying to get as many people to download the app, which is live now, right now on the App Store. So we're trying to build together a list of blogs and news publications and places that are just having conversations about dogs that would accept our guest posts as a way to accelerate that growth. So your work on this will help us get there by compiling that list, making sure that we have the right contact details, and getting us out there so that we can spread the word. So the first thing you want to do in this is you want to go to the document here, which will be shared with you, called List of Blogs. And you'll see right now we already have a couple of blogs already lined up here. I believe something like 176. What we need you to do first off is to, if you look at point number 1 here, you go to the list of blogs tab here, and you'll see that I just put together lists of dog blogs, like 20 best dog blogs, things like that. When you add them into here, what I'll do is I'll actually, I have a script that will scrape through those and get the links. And that is actually the highest value that's like the most efficient way for us to get that list together is to compile previous lists. So the first thing that you can do to help us out would be to get on Google, look for as many lists of dog blogs, pet blogs, or people who are having those conversations as possible, as many as possible. And once you have those, and they're not in here, then just add them. So for example, here I would copy paste this list, the lazy pitbull list, and then I would add them here, and then I would say added no at the end. So just really quickly, let's say for example, this was a list that I found. It's a list of cute hamsters, but anyways, we'll just go from there. Let me just reload this. Let's say this was the list, and then afterwards you would just paste that in there. Sorry, I'm actually a PC user, so this is not working that well. So yeah, just right there, you paste that in, you say no. The second thing that would give us a lot of value would be just finding as many dog blogs as possible. I mean, if you can just go through Google and just look up, like, I don't even know, different keywords. I mean, I suggested a few, but for sure, let your creativity reign. I've seen your work before, and I've seen your capability to be able to sleuth that out. But it's just about thinking like a dog owner, and what would a dog owner search for, and what kind of reading material would a dog owner look for, right? So here, for example, I'm just going to look for dog blog or like dog training, and we're going to take a look at, one of the blogs here. So let's say this one, JR Dog Training, Montreal's best dog trainer. Maybe that's something we want. And you just want to go through that systematically. I think if you have a system of finding those results and those links, that would be great. All I need at that point, that's point number 2, would be for you to just put the URL in and not to think about the other categories for now. Don't worry about duplicates. I have a script that will also automate the removal of duplicates. So just put whatever blogs you find into this main list here. Just put them at the end, like this, right there. And you always want to really try to get to the home domain of the blog. You don't want the article, you just want the home domain of the blog. So that's that on there. And then the third thing would be to fill in the domain rank, category, and the domain rank, the contacted category, and the contacted fields. When you look through this, like after you finish compiling the list of links, after you finish compiling like a pretty good amount, let's say up to 200, 250 blogs. I mean, the more the better, right? The more you can find that are good, that are relevant blogs, the better. Try not to submit URLs that you see are already dead. If they're, recent post is like more than a year away, then it's not even really worth bothering about. Once you're done that, though, you'll want to go to task number 3, which you see here, and you'll want to fill in the rest of the columns for these links, including the links. Any link that you see sort of like empty, especially in the domain authority, basically any link that has no value in the domain authority column in C, you should go to the blog and you should fill those out. Now you can get domain authority pretty easily with the Mozbar, which there is a link in your document. And if you download that on Chrome or on whatever browser you're running, well, it would just be Chrome or Firefox, then you can actually be able to, you'll see like a little icon that'll pop up and it'll give you the domain authority straight away as soon as you visit a site. Once you have that, and then you have that, it's good to also then find the contact email. So, for example, if I'm on this blog right now, the best is to find the specific email of the person that runs the blog. I mean, that's really hard sometimes, but usually you go through, you look through a contact field, and you just sort of see if there's any emails or Twitter accounts, stuff like that. So you see here, there's an email here. So you just copy paste that in to the contact field. So we're going to go all the way to the end here and just do that. Yeah, so that's there now. And notes is just like a miscellaneous kind of thing. If you find something like interesting off the website you're looking at that could help us, just put that in there. But for now, don't worry too much about that. The category field is basically just making sure that you know, is it a personal blog? So like more like a JR Dog Training, for example, personal blog. If you were on BuzzFeed or on People Magazine, that would be media. So it's just those two categories, right? I have a few other ones like comic in here, but it should just be a binary thing. Just look at media or personal, and then just put no in all the contacted columns. As soon as you're finished like implementing all of them, just insert no. That's just, well, I mean, I think no is also inserted all the way down. Well, almost. We can do that right now. And as soon as you add new ones, just add the no column to the contacted, just so that me and Ben know that we can work on those straight away. So yeah, that's it in terms of the tasks. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me, and hopefully, working together on this, we can get something awesome going. I'm looking forward to seeing the results on this. And if you have any questions, email me at thinkthethoughtbasin@gmail.com. That's thinkthethoughtbasin. Or you can email Ben at ben@dogseek.com, and that'll find its way to me as well. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of this.